Remember this terrifying scene that was caught on video? 3 children in a Florida community pool shocked while they were swimming. Thankfully, they were all pulled out of that water in time and they all survived. But this past weekend, 2 people, a 34-year-old man in New Jersey and an 8-year-old little girl in Pennsylvania, left in critical condition after being shocked in swimming pools. So how can you protect yourself if this happens to you or to one of your children? Joining us live from the New York Sports Club here in New York City is Dr. Marc Siegel from the Fox Medical A-Team. Good morning, Dr. Siegel.
Good morning, Ainsley. You know, it's a lot of fun to swim this time of year, but you really have to be safe. And as you said, electricity is becoming more and more of the problem. The Consumer Product Safety Commission reported 14 deaths over the past decade from electrocution, but many people don't die, get hurt from the electricity. So what do you do? First question for Giovanni here, our lifeguard at the pool, is how do you keep a pool safe so that you don't get electricity in the pool?
All right, first of all, I try to make sure when I come in that there isn't anything electric plugged into the wall and connected towards the pool. So first thing I do is I come in, I take out the vacuum from the water. I make sure that there's no outlets that are like there's a leak next to one of the outlets or something like that, or there's a lot of water splashing next to it. And yeah, I try to make sure that I don't see nobody with anything crazy inside the water, like our phones or any other kind of cameras or any other electricity devices. And yeah, I try to keep a sharp eye out for those kind of things.
So being a lifeguard isn't just about saving people, it's about keeping a pool safe. And people out there, you should not be bringing your cell phones or your radios or your TVs. That's one of the biggest reasons this happens. Also, pool lights, if they're flickering, that may be a problem. Make sure all electrical equipment is away from the pool. Now, if you're swimming and you feel tingling, or you see somebody in trouble in the pool, or you feel cramps, or you suddenly can't move, you've got to get out of the water as fast as possible, Ainsley, because the truth is that water conducts electricity. So how do you get out? You don't go to the ladders because they're electrified. The lifeguard might use a fiberglass hook to help pull you out. You don't go, again, to the metal, anything near the metal. Get out of the water as fast as you can. If the lifeguard finds that you're not breathing, he's going to put you on a dry surface and give you some rescue breaths. Also, CPR. Giovanni here is trained in CPR. CPR is something you have to be trained at, but really, you could almost learn it yourself. You take your hands like this, you pump like this, you go 1/1000 to 2/1000. That's CPR. Every pool like this, Ainsley, will also have an AED, which we have on the wall there. That's a defibrillator. That is not something you have to be trained in. You could put that on somebody's chest and it's going to take over. So if somebody's heart stops beating, the defibrillator will take over. You can do a chest thump to get the heart started again. The most important thing is to call 911. Giovanni and I were talking about that. Get 911, get the ambulances over here, and you could save lives.
Yeah.
If you're swimming and you feel tingling, get out of the water. Again, this is really unlikely, rare, but be prepared for it.
It's
but
nice
in the
to be
meantime,
prepared.
also have a great time swimming.
Dr. Siegel, we heard from Giovanni talking about what to do if you're a lifeguard when you get to the pool. What if you're a parent and you get to the pool with your child? Are there some things you can look for?
What can you do if you're a parent, Giovanni, to look for in the pool to make sure there's no electricity?
A parent, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious when you come in. You could just observe the pool deck and make sure that there isn't anybody around with any electric devices in their hand or stuff like that.
Okay, thanks very much, Giovanni. Also, again, no cell phones near pools, no TVs or radios. Ainsley, back to you.
Great advice. Good reminders for all of us. Thank you, Dr. Siegel.